It was a little more complicated to get it going again.
Okay.
Than I thought it was. Because I couldn't connect to the scheduled one because it thought it was over, so I had to do a new one. But so yeah, my internet went out briefly, which yeah, does it look okay? The stream now
seems to be fine.
Yeah, I had multiple cloud services. And I'm switching, because we use Google Drive for the movie.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm switching to Google Drive. I got the 5 terabyte plan. And so I'm having to move all my Dropbox stuff over, which is like 3 terabytes.
Yeah.
A little more. And it is taking forever because everything it transfers into Google Drive, your computer, like, I think it's encrypting it because it takes longer than a normal transfer.
Okay. I know it could be taking a while to just upload. Well,
it is. The upload's taking a while too, but just actually transferring it from folder to folder locally is taking longer than it should. But anyway, I have that all paused, but I think my internet's mad at me for doing that for the last 5 days.
Yeah.
They got really mad at me when I backed up a bunch of stuff like 3 years ago, because I pay for unlimited data. It's like $50 extra a month. And they were like, "You're using too much data." I was like, "Well, I bought unlimited." And they're like, "Yeah, but you're causing issues with the network." And I was like, "Well, define unlimited."
I mean,
and they're like, "Well, like without limit." I was like, "Okay, so unlimited data." But yeah, they were gonna like throttle me and all sorts of stuff. I just need fiber. If I had fiber, so many of my problems would be resolved.
We actually just got fiber here.
At your house?
Yeah. At least going up to it, not in the house, but Idea Tech just installed a bunch of fiber around Lindsberg, and they've been a pretty good ISP.
That's awesome. I wish I had them. There's AT&T fiber all around me, but not me. Because my upload's 35 megabits per second, which is pretty good.
Oh.
I mean, for cable, but if I had fiber, it'd be 1,000.
Yeah. Ours, I mean, I think it's mostly our plan at this point, but we've got 100 megabits per second here consistently, so.
Upload?
And download.
Whoa. I've got a gigabit down and then 35 up.
Yeah. For us, it's pretty much consistently 100 both ways. Probably more realistically about 80, but...
I would prefer that, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Uploading's pretty nice now. Before that, we were sitting around 10 both ways.
God.
Yeah. Yeah, but it makes it nice. I mean, I run a Minecraft server consistently and haven't really had any challenges with connectivity-wise on that front since then.
Nice.
Honestly, I use OneDrive for cloud right now just because it was easy, because I already had some things in their free trial, and it's been doing well, and it syncs with like Word docs and everything on my computer. But my goal is to eventually just have a NAS server.
Once I get fiber, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
I've already like researched and everything. Once I get a NAS, I will definitely switch. I've had all of the cloud services pretty much. I actually liked Dropbox quite a bit. Whoa, Cypher's joining the source series.
This team is crazy, by the way.
Yeah, that's really cool. I wasn't paying too much attention, but I don't completely know.
I'm definitely kind of lost in the story at this point.
So the president was giving an address, and then Quistis and Cypher took the president, but then Cypher kind of did his own thing. And then this sorceress, who was the president was appointing the ambassador, showed up. Now we're getting into, like, I think the real story, because the sorceress, I'm pretty sure, is the big bad. And in Final Fantasy, many times you don't know what the heck's going on at certain times.
Honestly, OneDrive's been alright. I mean, Microsoft's made some questionable choices lately that make me really wish I could just move to Linux, but a lot of the tools that I use are just stuck on Windows.
Windows has gotten so much worse progressively, but, like, games, I mean, Windows is still the best place to play.
It's best for just compatibility.
Yep.
But OneDrive has been pretty good.
So I had a lot of problems with OneDrive.
Really?
Yeah, I had a bunch of problems with it, like randomly deleting files. But it's also Washburn's implementation of it. I don't know if it's different than, like...
Yeah, I didn't use... WSU gave me one too. I just had a personal one. And I haven't really had any issues with that. Everything's been pretty reliable. It's actually saved me a few times. And, like, it syncs documents through Microsoft Office instantly.
That is cool. Yeah, I like that part of it.
And, I mean, my plan gives me both access to Office and OneDrive, so it's a good deal in that way as well.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, I will be going over to a NAS server at some point, just because I imagine that'll be cheaper in the long term once I can get one set up.
Cheaper, more secure, faster.
Yeah.
That's how one of my favorite YouTube channels, My Life in Gaming, they did a whole episode, because they're in different states, but they collaborate and edit together, and they have a NAS between them, and they did a whole episode on, like, what their setup is.
I'd like to look at that.
It's pretty cool. One of them is more in a rural area and has much less access to, like, fiber.
Yeah. Well, I was so excited when Ideatech came. I mean, I knew they were in Hutchinson, and my parents actually used to run a store on Main Street, Lindsborg, and they installed fiber in Main Street a few years before they did it in the residential area, and it was
Which store?
Rendezvous Adventure Outfitters.
Okay.
Yep. Had to close after COVID because the economy was awful. But yeah, their internet was so good after Ideatech came in, and I was like, oh man, please come to residential, and then they did.
That's awesome.
Great.
So I started out on, like, modem dial-up.
Yep.
And I think our first was 28.8, and then we had 56K. But I remember right before I left Lindsborg, there was, like, wireless broadband, and I remember when it got installed, and I got 28 kilobytes per second, and I about died. I was like, that is so fast.
Oh man.
That is so fast. I can download a song in, like, 10 minutes. That's amazing.
My friend Curtis was getting internet like that up until, like, 3 years ago, because he lives out in the country, and his ISP is Kansas Broadband, if that says anything. But yeah, he was getting consistently below 1 megabit per second all the time, and he'd just have to leave his computer running all night to download a game, if not multiple days.
Are we getting any questions or anything? Comments?
I haven't seen anything come through the chat.
Okay.
I'll double check Facebook.
For anybody that's watching this later, it'll be in a different chat now because the event can't reconnect to the event. And actually, they might be in the stream chat on the Discord now.
Ah.
It might actually, like, work now.
I'm not seeing any coming in anywhere, though.
No worries. Well, if you guys are watching this later, after the live broadcast, don't hesitate to send us messages on the various platforms, even if it's not live. We'll answer them next time. So Renoa thinks Cypher's pretty cool. Soldiers are at the door. Always an evil empire in these games. Bring cooking and beauty. Whoa, selfie. That's pretty mean. I don't know what she meant by that. Like, is she not pretty? Is that what she said? Can't see his face at all.
Yeah. All these alternate ways of spelling words use his names.
Wallace, so edgy.
That one's just spelled like a normal Squall, but it is a very edgy name.
Yeah. I wonder why they named him Squall.
Storm inside. Just
It's great. It's probably right, too.
Yeah.
And meanie! Something's gonna change because the love stories between those two. Now's our chance. Can I pet the cat? Not pet the cat. But yeah, I mean, our internet, we get a gigabit down. Down's fine, but like 35 megabit upload just is not.
Yep. I can
Good
test
for-
mine here real quick, actually. Let's see how it's doing today. Sometimes it fluctuates. We also had a minor power outage earlier, so that might have affected things too. That seems to be doing fine right now.
No plan? Can I leave? Have to get out of here first, guys.
Yeah. It's about 55 both ways right now. Oh no, 60 upload. Okay.
What? Still pretty good.
Yeah.
And that's Idea Tech.
Yep. Partially it's our plan, because we don't have a very expensive plan. But
I would take 50 up. It just takes so long to upload videos. Galbadia Garden, okay. East Academy. Forest west of the station. Oh, but jeez. From there, we have to go through the forest west of the station to get the Galbadia Garden. I've been there several times. Should be okay. Okay then. Galbadia Garden. The party will be. I want Selfie, no. And Zell, you're kind of annoying too. Use that. I pick my people on like ability, but also like who's the more interesting story-wise. Zell, I don't find interesting. Why does Selfie still have Shiva? I did a junction exchange. Irritating. Dang it. Oh well. I think you can change at save points. Ow. Shouldn't have moved my arm that way. I forget. Hey, let's fight this guy. Me, sir. It's me. Oh, the last train just happens to be going where we want to go.
How convenient.
I've heard Final Fantasy XVI is pretty good, the most recent one.
I honestly haven't heard too much about it. I'd look into it. This is kind of the most I've engaged with Final Fantasy up to this point, I'll admit.
It definitely doesn't have the popularity with gamers that it used to. Really, I think once 10.2 came out, 10.2 was a little weird.
I forgot that they make sequels to Final Fantasy games, but like sequels to specific entries.
Every once in a while, that one's weird because Yuna becomes like a pop star. I think it was like a failed attempt to try to expand the audience more to females, but it didn't really make sense. And it was kind of...
That just feels like one of those random ones you just pull out of a bag.
Well, Final Fantasy already had like a female audience too, so it's weird that... I don't know. It's weird. Okay, so we need to go to the station. I think it was back this way. There should be one last train where we want to go. Oh wait, so there's different. Oh, I see. Okay, that only goes to Balam Garden. I love how you get a paycheck every once in a while. I just got paid.
Feels good.
It does. Here you go. This way, we need to go back. I think I need to go back the other way where the other folks ran. No, not up there. It would be nice to have M2 loading times. The modern. Okay, that train is out of service. We need to go, I think, down here. What's your favorite part of these games so far?
Well, I mean, as a whole, as a franchise, I think it's the variety in them. It's like the three that I know most about is, well, now this one, and then Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy XIV, and they all just have. I mean, I love the concept of them all being in the same series, but having these independent worlds and stories and everything. And that's just something that you don't see in many other franchises. So I think that's pretty cool.
Cool. What do you think about this one in particular?
I love the blend of kind of technological and magic setting that they've got going on here.
Yeah, I really like that. That started kind of in 7 because the other ones were more. Well, there was some steampunk. Over there. The other ones were more like strictly fantasy, and then 7 got kind of cyberpunky.
Yeah. I think the thing that's interesting to me about this one is I knew 7 is cyberpunk, but like this one is kind of got a more grounded technological thing, which you don't see very often with fantasy, which I think is pretty cool about it.
I agree. All right, let's go here. The draw system isn't as bad. I remember it being.
It's annoying at the time.
Yeah, well, also I did a cheat to have unlimited items, so I don't have to worry as much. So we could get through the story.
Right.
Beverages? Who doesn't like beverages? I like to not, die of thirst.
Those background images almost look like photos. Probably are like Photoshop. This is something.
Probably. Why does it want me to drink out of the faucet? Yeah, that person's drinking it. There's something wrong with the water. That's weird. Drink all you want. There's nothing wrong with
it. It's been poisoned. Someone's poisoned the water hole.
What GPU do you have in your computer?
My desktop has a 3070. Which,
oh, nice.
Yeah, I got it back when the GPU shortage was awful.
Me too.
Yeah, so it was like $900. But I've gotten so much use out of this PC that I don't really regret it. But I'm running into a lot of VRAM shortages these days with all of the 3D modeling for VFX that I do. So I'm heavily considering upgrading to maybe a 4080 or something when those start going used.
That would be...
Yeah, because then I won't be paying new prices, but I'll be getting a serious upgrade in VRAM and significant upgrade in power as well. And I've got a power supply that's got enough headroom that I could probably just drop one in.
Yeah, I got a 3060 Ti because I needed it for what I was working on at the time, and I think I had to get it on eBay because you could buy them anywhere.
Same. Yeah. That was awful. I was in like the EVGA wait list, and I was like waiting for stuff, and eventually I was just like, I can't.
It was crazy. That was all the crypto mining too.
Yeah. There was just so much going on.
Oh, I think we get another person joining now. It's like the cowboy.
We love cowboys, I guess.
Like, there you go. From Kansas.
It's like Han Solo, but Final Fantasy.
Traveling through hyperspace ain't like dust and crops, boy. One of my favorite lines.
That's a good line. It's kind of funny. I didn't really like... I mean, I enjoyed episode 7 when it came out, but like in hindsight, now that the story didn't really go anywhere, it's not as enjoyable. But
I was excited to have new Star Wars.
Yeah. I thought Han Solo had some pretty hilarious lines in a few moments in that movie, though.
That's not how the Force works was pretty
Yep. That one, and I like this thing. Just, I meme on that line all the time.
Which one?
He just like, I forget. I think he's using like a specific weapon. I think it's Chewie's laser bow. Yeah, bowcaster, and he shoots that and just turns to him and goes, "I like this thing." So I all the time whenever I'm with my brother Jordan, and I'm trying something that like he has or whatever for the first time, and if I like it, I'll pull off that line. I need to rewatch the original trilogy. It's been a bit since I've done that.
It's always good for a watch.
Oh yeah.
That's where we wanted to get off. And west, I think. Pretty sure it said to go west.
Vulture-looking things.
Yeah, I love the design of them.
Yeah.
But I do remember. Oh, flip. I do remember all the hype leading up to this game coming out. Like it was pretty substantial, and all the reviews.
And everyone was on the high from Final Fantasy VII.
Oh yeah. And I remember the reviews were all really positive, but they were like, you know, beware of the draw system. Some people really like the draw system. I've made my peace with it. It's not my favorite. I really like, actually, the way that Chrono Cross does battles. Like, basically, as you attack, every battle you start kind of at 0. And as you attack, you build up your meter to be able to use magic and abilities and items.
Yeah.
And like, in your attacks, you get 3 choices. You get weakest attack, which is 99% chance of hitting, but very weak. And then medium, which is less percent, and then hard, which is least. The more you connect with attacks, the higher percentage then you get for the rest of your attacks, and then you can eventually use weapon. You can then eventually you can use the magic stuff. I really like the way that works.
I'm just angry at you right now.
It is a lot of battles. This
Umbrella slug or something?
Yeah, umbrella. You know, traveling down the road. I think it died.
Yep. Yo, we killed the umbrella slug.
Yeah, just like we always wanted to. I'm going to see if I can switch party members now that we're outside. Oh, I can. Okay, so now I can... Okay. Alright, did that do what I wanted it to do? Okay. Yes. But I want... Ball needs to lose. is Quetzalcoatl. Joe's better at multitasking. Could talk more.
No, I get it. The whole... I mean, for me, whenever I'm working on anything, it extends to more like project work for me, but I just don't... When I'm working on something at home, I just work on one thing for days, and I can't do it until I'm done with the task before I switch over to the next thing. At least it's hard for me to switch over to other things.
Yeah. For sure. Okay. Good. Alright, I think that's where we're supposed to go. Hopefully it's not like where we were before.
Are there any games, upcoming games you're looking forward to here soon?
Tomorrow, Shadow
Yep.
Generations comes out.
I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one too.
I'm not gonna be able to pick it up right away, but...
Well, I had Sonic Generations, and I like Sonic Generations. I actually have it on PS3 and PC, and it runs really great on PC, but I want it to run well on my TV. And then I'm really excited for the new Shadow stuff.
Yeah. Visually, the Shadow stuff looks incredible.
It does, yeah. And I just always like Sonic games. What about you?
Yeah, well, that one is definitely peaked right now for me in terms of like the soonest game that I'm looking forward to. I'm pretty excited about the teaser for Subnautica 2 that just dropped, though. I love the Subnautica franchise. And finally confirming co-op for that one is a big deal.
Oh my god. I walked all the way back to Timber. I did not go the right way. Okay, I need to... I don't think I can take the train again. Hold on.
You don't have to fight more umbrella slugs.
Lord in heaven. Where did I last save?
Oh. That's an ugly looking scorpion.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna be fighting a lot. Nine blizzards. Yeah, I don't think I was supposed to get off at that stop, but I swear it said get the first stop. So.
I'm pretty excited for Sonic the Hedgehog 3, that movie that's coming out later this year as well.
Oh yeah, I've definitely been taking... Evie loves those movies too. I love Sonic. I could remember the very first time I played the very first Sonic. I had a Super Nintendo. I had a friend that had like every system. Like he had every system, and I remember going to his house, and I was like, I don't know where the heck I'm supposed to go. Oh my gosh. Okay. What's this? That's not the right way. Okay. Oops. Gotta think for a second. Okay. Well, gotta go. I've gotta follow this one. I'm just gonna see if I can run. I'm sick of fighting these things.
There are a lot of these in particular.
Yay. Wish I could reduce the encounter rate while I get right back on the right track.
I thought the Sonic movies were just getting better as they go.
How can I get in that? Maybe I can get in that car.
Especially the second one.
I thought the second one was really good too.
Yeah. The first one was enjoyable. And especially with Jim Carrey, and I thought it was just, it was a decent story, kind of simple, but it was fun. Just didn't have a lot to do with the Sonic world. And then that's to solve that problem. And I think 3, now that they've gotten that foothold, I'm anticipating what they're going to do with it.
And the guy that is directing those, I think, is a pretty big Sonic fan. Like, the games.
I got that impression from 2.
Definitely. And I think 1, they were a little bit more restrained. But
1, they were definitely... I mean, given the history of that movie, and I mean, the whole redesign and everything, they definitely had some very different plans for the original version of that movie.
I'm so glad that it ended up being different.
Yeah. Have you heard those conspiracy theories that they're like, Paramount did that on purpose to get like free advertising for the movie, and then make everyone really happy when they changed the design?
I don't think so.
I don't either. There's a few reasons why, but it's kind of funny that they're as common as they are.
I just don't think that the movie business would take that kind of a risk.
No. Well, and I'm pretty sure that the redesign for Sonic bankrupted the VFX studio that did it.
Yeah, that's so sad. That always that happens. You'd think doing more work would help, but no. But yeah, that original design of Sonic was not good.
Who greenlit it?
It was like scary looking.
The weird beady eyes and the teeth.
And then in 2, he looked even better.
Yeah, and they look even better in this one. I mean, there's something about the compositing for the trailers in the 3rd one that just looks so well integrated into everything. But yeah, 2 definitely, they did some work on the designs of the models further, and they definitely look a lot nicer, but going back and looking at clips from 2 and then what's been shown in the 3rd trailer, it just, everything feels like it's finally like unified, I think, the look.
I'm glad that we're getting Shadow.
Oh yeah.
But they did a pretty good job of the characterizations of Knuckles.
Knuckles was cool. I think he's probably my favorite character arc in those movies so far.
But yeah, so I was at my friend's house, and he had a Genesis, and I was like, I gotta play Sonic. And I remember playing it, and Green Hill Zone, I can't remember which act it is, but you get the fast boots for the first time that speed you up. And I just remember him saying, you want to see Super Sonic go super fast? Wait, can I do something? Please don't attack me. Please don't attack me. I was just going to tell you what it is. Okay, the right stick opens up the menu. Keep wanting to use it for camera. But yeah, I was pretty blown away by Sonic, and they did that. That was Because the SNES, the Super Nintendo had color advantage. To show more colors. And a couple other things. But the Genesis was clocked faster. But anyway, they went, Sega went around the country, and they had Super Nintendo, like I think it was Super Mario World and Sonic the Hedgehog side by side, and they would just ask people, which one do you think has more colors? And you really couldn't tell because the color usage was so good.
Yeah.
In Sonic.
The design for that game is iconic. I think a lot of that is honestly the color the color theory that was put into it.
Yes. So that was the station. Now I think we're supposed to go west.
I think that was Sonic was specifically a genius game to put against Mario, especially with like Sega having the edge in processing speed. Because just like, especially for the time, with how fast Sonic moves and travels through the world, that's very impressive.
Yeah, because that was the way that they knew they could get into, because Nintendo had something like 97%, 98% of the market at the time. They just destroyed everybody. And SNES had great color usage. It had really good effects. It could do that Mode 7 pseudo 3D thing. But the CPU was pretty slow. And it couldn't do super fast. Eventually people were able to get it to do it, but Genesis had a much faster initial clocked. I'm going the right freaking way. If I go back, I keep thinking that the this is the way I was going before, right? I think it is.
I'm not sure. The world doesn't have a lot of distinct features.
Figure it out. I'll bring up the mini map.
Oh, you have a mini map?
It won't. It just like it'll show me like I think where west and stuff is, but I don't think it will. Would you mind looking up online where I'm supposed to go?
Sure. Where are you trying to head again?
I was just at Timber, whatever right after Timber.
Okay.
I think I got out too early on the train. I don't know if there's anything up there.
So are you trying to get to East Academy Station?
Yes. So what happens when you go to East Academy Station? What's after that?
Find out.
Is that maybe I did get off at the right place? If I have like an item that will let me transport places.
Okay. I think you were supposed to get off at East Academy Station and then go over to the forest behind it.
Alright, let me see if that's Eastern Academy Station up there. Okay. It did say something about the forest.
Yeah, and the forest isn't very descriptive. I mean, it just kind of looks like a lump from this image, but yeah, you can kind of tell that it's a forest.
Is the East Academy Station next to like a mountain?
Yes-ish. There's like 2 lumpy mountains, and the forest is in between them. And there's a bridge across this river that you have to go over in order to get to the forest.
So this is Eastern Academy Station right here.
Not that one.
That's Dollet Station. Okay, we don't want that. We want to go back through these, right? Maybe if I stand this one, I'll get attacked.
Oh, wait, that one seems like it might be it because of the bridge.
That one's definitely Dollet Station though, because I went up to it and it said Dollet Station.
Yeah, the one you were just at is Dollet Station is definitely not the one you're supposed to go to.
Well, I did get off at the right one, I just went the wrong way.
Yeah.
I was like almost not there. Oh well, I'm grinding. Okay.
That's just the life of the RPG gamer.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that looks... Yeah, you see that forest over there straight ahead?
Straight ahead? Okay, that's where I go? Okay.
Yep.
I would go there, attacked by 1,000,000 4-winged bats. See McDonald's? I don't really go there much anymore. But I had like... someone died.
I didn't know this.
Yeah, for me, there's like E. coli. 40 people, last I checked, 40 people were sick. I think 20 people were hospitalized. And it's, really onions.
Ah, okay. Good to know. Yes, I'll be avoiding McDonald's more than I usually do.
This one right here, right?
Yep.
Like, how would anyone know?
Yeah, that just looks like a lump. I mean, it looks more like a forest when you have the CRT effect on, but it's still not very descriptive.
I must have missed something. Back in the day, though, they used to make things difficult for you, like have to buy a guide.
Oh, that's...
A little bit more sales.
Yep. Like, this blob is the forest. You're stuck here, forcing you to buy our book.
Buy now and be happy. Have you seen THX 1138? First that this is.
No, I want to.
You should see it. It's pretty.
Is there...
There's like the guy when he's like unhappy.
I wonder if that's available anywhere on... I don't know, I might have to...
Okay,
I guess you can order a disc.
I have the DVD. I think that's the only way you can... Oh, this is the forest where those other folks that we played as.
You're right. Yeah, the only one I see is... Oh, well, you can get...
It's a...
Huh?
It failed pretty badly.
Yeah, I only heard about it here, like, maybe 6 months ago. I didn't know it existed before that.
But it's good. At least I like it. I saw it in the theater when it was re-released a very long time ago. 20 years ago maybe. But there's a it's like, you know, a dystopian future, and everyone like there's no like fashion, like everyone just wears white clothes and everyone goes to work and whatever, and it's like a no freedom type thing.
Yeah.
And when you get there's pills you take every day to like stay happy. And then when the protagonist gets like unhappy, he goes to like the confessional to say he's not happy, and it's like a corporate, like the deity is like from the corporations, and it's like, buy more and be happy.
That's a little uncanny.
Yeah.
Down here under PHX 1138 are a bunch of those other kind of dystopian movies from that era. Like Logan's Run is down here, which I saw that one a couple months ago just on TV randomly.
It's gonna be really depressing. Oh, we're all falling again. Are we gonna play as the other people now?
Logan's Run was interesting. It was...
I have not seen that.
Yeah, it was...
80s.
It wasn't... Definitely not one of my favorites. I think there were... But it was... The production design was very good for it. For the most part. The miniatures were kind of obvious that they were miniatures, but... it definitely got you thinking. But I think it had some pacing issues.
There was a while with video games where like every game was in a dystopian future too.
So we're back with these people.
Laguna time. Okay. Interesting. I wonder why all three people have the same dream. Or I guess all 5 people now.
The brains have been hacked. That run animation where they just lean really far forward.
Interesting run animations for all of us.
Oh yeah.
I like how there's different battle music for the dream sequences.
Oh yeah. I really like this battle music too.
I think it's called The Man with the Arm or something. Man with the Machine Gun, I think is what it's called.
Very descriptive.
Yeah. Not general at all.
Honestly, kind of reminds me of some of the Sonic music.
It does, yeah, it's nice and upbeat.
And it has that, like, driving forward momentum.
I love the Sonic music. I love 1 through 3, obviously, and then I used to have the Sonic Adventure soundtrack CDs in my car. Now they're on
great
streaming.
rock music in it.
Yeah, that's not my favorite. I like the Crush 40 stuff. Like the lyrics are like so cheesy. Doesn't matter now what happens. Don't give up the fight.
The Sonic Adventure games are something I want to play as well. I just haven't.
Oh, you haven't played them yet?
No, like, because I haven't had any consoles, and I've been working through some of the games that I've been wanting to play. But I've been hesitant to do those because the port, specifically for Sonic Adventure 1, I've heard just kind of ripped it to shreds.
It did. I have a Dreamcast still.
I think, from what I've heard, the Sonic Adventure 2 port is a lot better, but still not great.
The GameCube port of that's pretty good too. If you have a game.
No, like, the only console I have is a Switch.
I wonder... There's a rumor they're going to put GameCube games on the Switch. Maybe... They should do a Sonic collection.
That'd be cool. I've heard that that rumor as well, but what I've heard is that it's only going to be for the Switch 2. It's kind of both because of the processing power of emulating the GameCube games, and also as a marketing gimmick. But if they did that,
no way they'd do it just for marketing.
Oh, they definitely would.
Nintendo wouldn't do that. Yeah, they totally would. I hope it is. I hope the Switch 2 is just a more powerful Switch, though.
There have been some leaks that look pretty legit that make that seem highly likely.
I've heard they're just gonna call it the Switch 2.
Everybody's been calling it the Switch 2 for so long that at this point, I mean, why not? Because that's what Xbox... I mean, Xbox is doing some weird stuff with their numberings, but they're kind of doing a similar thing, just calling it the Xbox and then an addendum. And PlayStation's been just doing 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5.
They called Xbox the Xbox 360 because they didn't want it to be PlayStation 3 versus PlayStation... or Xbox 2.
Okay, well, that's a way to go.
But I remember I was at the 360 when they unveiled it, and I remember being there and just being like, 360? Why on earth? Like, I mean, it doesn't really matter what the systems are called, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't. I mean, who cares? But for marketing, I guess it matters. But I just remember being there, and we were all like, 360? Why? I mean, and the video was really weird that they showed to
I wonder what they're gonna do after Series X and S.
No, those are such terrible names, and I mean,
because they don't really seem to mean anything. They delineate, the less powerful and the more powerful version of the system, but like, what does S and X have to do with that?
There's a rumor that Microsoft's not going to make any hardware going forward.
I think I've heard that.
Because they're starting to put games on PlayStation. I don't know, though. Who knows?
Yeah. Well, it has been interesting. I mean, I've been seeing more PlayStation games coming to PC lately. Not all the way crossing over to Xbox, but like Xbox putting Halo over in PlayStation. Isn't that a thing that they're doing?
Yep.
Yeah, that's a pretty big deal. My brother has an old Xbox One. That's like the only other console that we've got, although he took that to college with him, so I don't have it here.
Can you look up which Switch I'm supposed to do? So we don't have to since I already backtracked like a ways.
Iguana Central Excavation. Okay, so red switch is the furthest boulder. This will open the left hatch, allowing access to a phoenix pinion later on. Blue switch opens the right hatch. Let's see. Anything else after that?
Can you say which one I should do first?
Press the red switch first, and then the blue switch.
Okay. red switch. That was intense. So after I do the red switch, it trapped that guy. Seems like that's all it did, right?
Yeah.
And then we do now we do the other one. Yes, we're all still alive. Right, now we want to do blue switch. This one's gonna do. I love those guys just like running.
Yeah.
Oh, you probably want that one second because the other one. What is that? I don't even understand what that did for us.
Locked them up.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Although the blue switch opens up a opinion later, according to this.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool.
Also, just letting you know, it is 6:57.
Oh, wow. It went fast. It was fun.
Yeah.
Next save point, I guess we're out.
I like this crystal cave look they've got going on here.
I do like it too. One thing though, I've always believed that you should be able to save at any time.
Yeah, there are some, maybe have like zones where you can't save it in, like specific encounters that are that you don't want to save to break the game in or whatever, but for the most part, yeah, it'd be nice if you could just save anywhere.
Yeah, whoa, lots of encounters. Holy crap. It heard we wanted to save. It's like, do you see the gaps between the rocks come up with the floating point stuff?
Yep.
Okay.
That's an attack. So this camera angle's awful too.
Yeah, I'm confused.
Yeah,
just throws a lamp.
The random camera angles thing is interesting, but I don't think it doesn't seem like it's worth it.
I wonder if they are random or like if it's location based.
Maybe.
There's so much empty space.
Yeah, it's all just coalesced in that like upper middle like 9th area there.
That's crazy. Yeah. That's a really weird attack. You're right. It's like a spider biting or something.
Yeah.
See, let's look mechanical. Let's see if thunder does something.
What about water?
Try water. I don't know if I have water though.
Oh yeah.
I do not. Oh, I do. Oh, that looks really cool. Oh my god, you were right.
Ooh, yep. Because waters fry electronics.
Definitely try that guy. Please give us a save point. So are you enjoying Final Fantasy VIII?
Yeah. I think I need to actually play through it myself in order to like fully enjoy it, but it has definitely been a great experience.
Okay, so there's one of the boulders. Oh, hopefully I was supposed to do that. I really hope I was supposed to push that boulder. thought that was the one that we put there earlier. Maybe it was the one we put there earlier. It's been a while since we've had a save point, so there we go.
Oh, cool.
It's literally perfect timing. All right, everybody. Well, it was fun, and for all you again watching, most people watch these on the later. Continue to write us messages about the movie, about this game, about whatever. We would love to hear from you. And thank you to Logan, associate producer, VFX dude, for eyes open, and see all the rest of y'all soon.
Yeah.